But how would you feel? Would you want that much money and you're alone and watching over your back every freaking 5 seconds?
I don't know.
That guy's
I
so
guess
loaded.
not.
I wouldn't. I'd rather be poor and just just. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Comedy Club Confessions. I'm very happy with my guest today because I've known this guy for a while and he is killing it. He's been killing it forever. He was known as New Jersey's bad boy. You still go by that?
Well, I'm a little older now.
So he's New Jersey's
old man.
He's a New
Jersey's old fuck. Can we curse on your show?
You can curse whatever you want.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Mike Marino. Mike Marino is here, man. I'm so happy. What's up, Mike?
Hey, man. Thank you so much for having me in your box. This is fantastic.
This is dope. Having me in your box sounds kind of weird, but okay, cool.
In the booth.
We
used to call it a booth when it used to be radio. Now it's podcast. So now it's maybe the box.
Did you do a lot of radio coming up?
Yeah. Because that's the thing you did. When you were performing somewhere for the weekend, you usually got morning radio, and they woke you up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. You did the radio news, the morning news, travel time, and then you went back to bed.
You went back to bed? Okay.
Yeah.
You're still touring right now, right?
I'm touring more now than I think I ever did.
Oh, yeah?
Now that the world seems to have opened up again, and maybe people are letting loose on this pandemic bullshit. I mean, I got so many cities next week, it's ridiculous.
Oh, really? Where are you going?
And I want to go. I'm going to go to upstate. We're going to Albany, New York, Syracuse, New York, Connecticut. I got a show in Jersey. Then I'm going to Miami.
Okay. And are these all your audience is only Italian, or is it everybody?
It's everybody.
It's everybody?
Yeah.
So when you came up doing comedy in New Jersey, were you like hardcore Italian? Like, because honestly, I was thinking about it today. Everyone, when they meet an Italian, they always want to, like, my father's like, hey, how you doing? You want to do the accent? Yeah. You get that a lot?
I don't think it's an Italian thing. I think it's a New York, New Jersey thing.
Yeah.
Because, obviously your father's not Italian, but he does it.
But he doesn't.
How you doing?
But he doesn't talk like that normally. He only talks like that in front of you.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't know what that is, but
I think
it rubs off on people.
It rubs off. Like, you don't see your Filipinos coming with the accent, like, and then you're like, eh, but you don't,
I would try it. I couldn't do it. I'd probably get shot or stabbed. I actually cut my teeth as a comedian in Los Angeles.
No way.
Yeah, I was performing for about maybe a year as a comic in New Jersey, but I was an actor. I grew up doing acting. So when I came to California and people were telling me, you're kind of funny, I met, believe it or not, Mitzi Shore's accountant.
No way.
He saw me cracking jokes and he said, I'll introduce you to Mitzi. And that's how I got into the Comedy Store. So when I went over there, I had to audition. My first audition, I thought impersonations was the thing to do.
Okay.
And I was impersonating actually some Italian celebrities like Rocky and John Travolta, Little Dice.
You still do them?
That.
You can still do
No,
it?
I can't even do them anymore.
You can't?
I
Come on, give us one.
Oh, come on, Stephanie, I can walk you. It's not bad. It's a little John Travolta.
I like it.
Yeah.
So Mitzi liked that back then, right? She didn't.
I walked off the stage and she said, "That's not you."
Oh, okay.
She goes, "You need to tell me who you are." And I says, "All right." And she goes, "Come back in I think it was like 6 weeks at that time." And I went back 6 weeks later, and I was actually doing Fire Marshal Bill's cousin, Fire Marshal Phil, who was gay. And I thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do sketch comedy. And that was, I don't know if you know this character.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Jim Carrey did it on In Living Color.
Okay, yeah.
In Living Color was like the biggest show at that time.
Yeah.
So I thought I could do a gay version of Fire Marshal Bill. So if you look this up on the internet, his character was unbelievable. It was supposed to be burnt.
Yeah.
He was half burnt, and he was the fire marshal. So I did that, and I walked off the stage, and she said, "No, that's not it. You're not telling me who you are." So I went back another 6 weeks later, and I was so frustrated that I went up on stage, and I go like this. My name's Mike Marino. I'm fucking Italian. I'm from New Jersey. I don't know why I have blonde hair and blue eyes. I guess my mother fucked the wrong Italian. And Mitzi goes, "You play here from now on."
Wow.
And Dice was in the back of the room.
No way.
So I became friendly with Dice, and Dice is the one that said, "You should call yourself New Jersey's bad boy."
No freaking way.
Yes, and he said, "You're the blonde Guido. You're the golden Guido." And he said, you should walk out on stage with a jacket and a tie.
Really?
And then I tried that.
And did it work?
Not really, no. I didn't like wearing that. But then I went on tour with Dice, and Dice took me to New Jersey to play a club I couldn't get in.
No freaking
The
way.
hottest club in New Jersey at the time was Rascals. They had a show, Rascals Comedy Hour. All the big names were playing there, Kinnison and stuff like that from that era. So Dice got me a week on tour with Jimmy Norton, me, Andrew Dice Clay.
Wow.
So we went there. I can't believe I actually got booked to play a club I lived near.
And they never...
While I was in Los Angeles. Had to fly all the way back to New Jersey to play New Jersey.
That's hilarious.
But that's this business, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You don't know what the fuck this shit's going to happen. So we go play over there, and everything was great. Dice was really, really nice to me. He became good friends with my dad. He loved my dad. See, a lot of people think, because Dice at that time was smoking cigarettes.
And what year was this? Around what time?
This is in the 90s.
Like early
93, 94.
94. Okay, cool.
When the Comedy Store was kind of like really...
Popping.
Not doing good at all.
It wasn't doing good at all?
No, it was bad.
Oh, really?
95 is when it was like, they were saying Mitzi was going to sell it.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. They talked about it on Fat Tuesdays. Guy Torrey started a Black Night, and that's what kind of saved the Comedy Store at the time. Okay,
I used to play Black Tuesday. Black Tuesday.
Black Tuesdays. Fat Tuesdays.
It was Black Tuesday. It was scary, man, but I used to play that all the time.
No way.
Yeah. I was supposed to be in their documentary.
Oh,
One
no
of the few
way.
white guys that played that club. And I said, don't offend me like that. I'm Italian. I ain't white.
I think the only white guy they put on was like Honest John. I thought.
No, you know who was big at that room too? Honest John, yeah.
No, in the documentary. I saw a documentary.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, who else played
Gary
it?
Owens.
Oh, yeah, Gary Owens. Yeah, he did. Yeah. That's his thing.
He's a killer, man.
He's a
beast.
beast.
He's married to a black woman.
Yeah.
But I think he's going through a divorce.
Everyone,
but anyway, I used to play that. But I mean, I'm good friends with Wheels Parisi. And Wheels used to live in Mitzi's house or Paulie Shore's house. So he would just come walking down. We used to do a show called The Night of 1,000 Guidos, all these Italian comedians. And it was hosted by Dice.
Uh-huh.
However, Andrew Dice Clay is Andrew Silverstein. He's not Italian.
Yeah.
He's Jewish.
It's Jewish.
But he helped me out a lot.
Did that bother you at all?
No, because it's not the persona of Italians. It's the persona of people from the
East Coast. Yeah, that's
Brooklyn
true.
and Jersey, Staten Island, Long
Was
Island.
he from the East Coast? Was he from the East Coast?
He's from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, okay.
Dice's original promoters was the mob.
No way.
He really was in with the boys. There used to be a guy who used to hang around at the Comedy Store. His name was Downtown Ronnie from Brooklyn. I ended up putting him in my act. I remember one year I says to Wheels, I'm like, I haven't seen Downtown in a long time. He goes, yeah, you're going to be back for 13 years.
Oh, my God.
This is some real shit,
man.
Oh,
shit. No way.
Yeah. I used to book all these crazy one-nighters. And you would get like $25 in a sandwich.
Yeah.
I used to book Diaz all the time. And
Joey Coco Diaz?
I remember going after Joey Diaz in the parking lot. I'm like, Joe, you owe me $25. He goes, I'll owe you. Come on. I'm like, no, man, it don't work that way.
I'll owe you.
He goes, you know what the difference is between me and you, Marino? I go, yeah, you got caught. Weed was illegal at that time. And who's the best dealer? Guy who doesn't do his own shit.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. That's crazy.
Hello.
You can't even tell that you were that guy.
No, I was into making money. I was like, this comedy thing doesn't pay that much.
Yeah.
You get how much is set? $15.
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's crazy. So what did from that? I'm pretty sure you've had some like really. Not a bad experience, but basically maybe someone that you thought back then, or maybe today, have you ever felt in a way like where you felt that I don't think that guy likes me for some reason that I don't know? Is there someone
in the stand-up world or in any world?
Stand-up world.
There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you.
Yeah? Yeah,
because this is an ego-driven business. You have to be some kind of a egotistical person that thinks, I'm going to get on stage and hold that audience's attention for however long I have to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Are we born that way? Does it something that you see and you think you can do it? I think I was born that way. I have always wanted to be in the entertainment business somehow. So there's going to be somebody that doesn't like you because maybe you got a little bit more success. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be somebody that probably stole a joke or two and turned it into their own. And There's always going to be somebody in the audience.
But is there like some
that's gonna wanna-
personal experience? Anybody?
Not really, at least not one that I know of.
But like, has a booker or anybody like anything in the past?
Well,
I mean, you've been doing this what 25 years?
25 years.
25 years.
There's always going to be a booker that's going to be a piece of shit.
They give you this is a podcast for comics that we want them to learn from this, like something maybe you could have done differently or anything. Like I just feel like every comic comes here and tells a story about someone that, maybe didn't pay them or they put you in a shithole hotel or,
yeah. I can't remember because there's a lot of different times where you do get fucked. Oh, yeah. You go, oh, well, hey, recently, I guess I could talk about this.
Yeah.
Did a show in Chicago.
Okay.
And I got the booking through an agency I never heard of. Okay. And they say they want you at this place
Craigslist.
It seemed like it. They want you at this club. It's called Francesco's or something like Federico's, whatever it was called. I'm it's a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I says, what does it pay? And they said $3,000.
Okay.
And I go, on a Friday night, I'll take it because you know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to find another place on Saturday night in Chicago. And I'm going to stack up the shows. So I go down there to do the show. Well, there's 300 people at $50 a ticket. So now you're getting it. You're taking it in the ass.
Yeah. Big time.
What's 300 times $50? You're getting $3,000. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's a 2-drink minimum, and they're selling food.
Yeah.
So he's making about $20,000.
You should make at least 7 or 8. Yeah.
Something. Little door deal.
First class flight. Something.
Yeah. Girl in the room. Something.
So,
I didn't get none of that. And he hands me the check at the end of the night, and he goes, I'd really like you to come back in October. And I started working with a new agent, and he was there, and he's sitting there, and he goes, I'll take the phone call.
Yeah.
I'll take the phone call.
I'll take care of it.
And on the way out, he did call that agent at 12 o'clock at night. And I go, why is he calling you now? And he goes, you don't know, do you? And I go, no. And he goes, Mike, he made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So he's going to want you back. So you're not coming for the $3,000.
Yeah.
Well, they negotiated another deal, and I am going to go back in October.
There you
go. Be 2 shows, and it's going to be double the money and a flight and a room.
And a girl.
But his check bounced.
Oh, what?
That $3,000 check bounced. Now, the agent happens to be Italian, and he's from Chicago.
So they send that muscle.
So
they send a muscle guy? Hey, where the fuck is the check?
Yeah. Well, in Chicago, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more like, now we need to talk here. Their accent's a little different. So he called me up and he goes, listen, I'm going to go take care of this myself. That's about a 1-hour drive. So I'm going to tack on a couple of bucks for gas. So he calls me up later on and he goes like this. He goes, his name is Mike. And he goes, Mike, it's Mike. Listen, did your check cost you an extra couple of bucks for the bounce? And I says, yeah. And he goes, how much was it? I says, $35. He goes, okay, well, I got the $3,000. I got you $35. I needed $50 for gas. And a couple extra bucks for who knows what happened.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And he wired me the money.
That's like a freaking movie
and he goes,
scene.
But don't worry about it. You're going back for $7,500. Oh, and I'll get the deposit within the next 2 weeks. And it's not till October.
That is amazing. That's a great story. That's probably the best story we've had. That's such a good story, dude. That's some like Goodfellas. I love that. Unfortunately,
it has to be that way. But I said to this guy, I'll sign with you. I'm ready to work.
Yeah, I want to sign him too. It's like, hey, get me in.
He got me some pretty cool meetings, and
he's like the Suge Knight of comedy. Suge Knight did that. You heard that story about Suge Knight?
Sure, of course.
He what did he hung Vanilla Ice down a balcony or something
to scare him.
To have him sign the rights over the Ice. That's crazy. That's a beautiful story.
Listen, Dice was working with the mob back in the day. I don't know if they ever even talk about any of this, and one of the reasons why I know is because I was friends with Wheels. Wheels was the opening act for Andrew Dice Clay for 30 years.
Yeah.
And
was he bigger back then, or is he? Because I know I seen him recently. He lost weight.
Oh yeah, Wheels was like almost 400 pounds.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
They called him Wheels because he looked like he was rolling. That's how he got the nickname.
Okay.
And he used to come out with a robe on. And he would say, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, he looked like a Ron Jeremy. Right? I remember when I met him at the Ha. He was still fat, but he wasn't like that fat. But yeah.
I got to be honest with you. Wheels, to me, was one of the funniest motherfuckers alive.
Very, very funny. Very funny.
I used to lose my mind. Yeah. And I knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
I put him in the TV pilot that we did. We done a bunch of shows. Wheels is just the best.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, I need to make a shout out real quick to our sponsor, Comedy Showcase app. This is sponsored by them. They do everything for us, and they're a really good app. Comics, get on this app, submit your videos, and it's basically like it's an app. You put your phone, agents, bookers look at this app for new talent, up and coming guys, and then if you get a lot of views on every video, they send you some money. It's pretty cool.
Wouldn't mind having money being sent to me. That sounds like a great idea.
Question: where are you going to be at upcoming in the next couple months? I know you're doing cruise ships too,
Luckily,
right?
yeah, I do a ship once a month. You've been doing it, and it's great.
It's great.
It's great. I don't know what it's like on Carnival, but this last ship that I was just on,
you're working the best. You're the higher roller ships, the Royal Caribbean, right?
Royal Caribbean. This past week on Royal Caribbean, 1,500 people were in the theater.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, and you're gonna murder the joint, especially when they say it's 11 o'clock. You could do what you want. I mean, I wish they would let you film.
Yeah,
because this is an HBO special.
Yeah.
And they're from all around the world.
Yeah,
these people are from around the world.
What's the demographic though? Is it white?
Everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Because
people don't even speak English.
Carnival is the Ontario Improv in the water. It's just black and brown. There's no white people. If you see a white person, they're missing teeth. But I'm talking about Carnival is like the free cruise. Like you got a Groupon. Hey, I got a Groupon.
Nah, there's some snooty ass people on
Royal Caribbean. Is fancy, right?
I'm gonna be.
That's like the Titanic, the top deck. The top deck.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
First class.
Were you doing any dates? You said you're going back home to Jersey and all?
Yeah, so we just finished Chicago. Then I jumped on the cruise ship. Then I came here. So here in California, I'm actually going to the Ha after this interview.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go to Laugh Factory tomorrow night.
Perfect.
And then I'll go back to the Ha Friday night. Then I sail away on Monday. So I'm going to go to the Funny Bones in Syracuse, Funny Bones Albany, Funny Bones Connecticut. Then I'm going to April 29. I'm
find you? Do you have a website? Or Instagram?
Of course, man. I'm on all
what
social media at Mike Marino Live. I'm everything at Mike Marino Live. An Italian kid telling you where you can find me. That's weird. Follow me. Who the fuck are you following? Would you follow me? I'll follow you. I can't believe we actually say that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
In the whole life growing up, don't follow me. What are you doing following me?
Why stand in front of me? Get in front of me. Get in front of me.
Yeah, everything is at Mike Marino Live. And now that all the craziness that's going on with this world in UK, in the Ukraine, the word got out that of course the president of Ukraine was a comedian.
Yeah.
And I've been talking about running for president for 20 years.
Yeah.
I can't get in there.
Yeah.
Now it's helping my career.
Yeah. Mike, can we have you back in a couple months maybe?
We will come back in a couple months, couple weeks, as long as I can find a place to park.
Yeah, I wanna. Oh, we're at 20 only? I thought we were at 25. Oh, we're good. Oh, let's keep going then. All right, we're good. We're gonna keep going. I thought we were at 25 already. Listen, what is your favorite place to perform at? I'm not talking about club. I'm talking about city.
I love performing so much, and I'm sure you do. It doesn't seem like there really is ever going to be a favorite city.
Really?
Everything I do is my favorite.
Oh my God,
it really
so
is.
Fucking cheesy.
No, it's not though, because I love when we did Montreal's in the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
I love Ontario. I love Toronto. I liked going to Dubai. Come on, I can't say Dubai is my favorite. We were together at the Carteret Pack.
Yeah, we
were the first big show in there. It's a brand new theater.
Mike took me to open for him at the Carteret, New Jersey
Pack.
First,
so we're gonna go back.
We're gonna go back.
If we go back, and it's 1,500, and the pandemic ain't involved anymore.
Dude, it was people were still worried about COVID, and you still filled that place up. It was crazy.
So guess what's gonna happen when we go now?
We're gonna go take care of business.
So isn't that a great place?
Yeah.
But then again, okay, Chicago, the audiences were great. I like to go to places where maybe I'm not supposed to be. Texas.
Have you never been
Kansas?
To Texas?
Yeah.
I've been to Texas. Oh, yeah.
And you become something more special for them because they're not used to seeing, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's different for them.
It's different, but imagine how I always go back to Goodfellas reference. That movie does well everywhere. So
Yes.
that whole
So does The Sopranos.
yeah, The Sopranos, yeah, everyone loves that. So I'm saying you would destroy everywhere. That's why you do so well on the cruise ship, because on the cruise ship it's everybody. It's not just one race. It's every single culture.
One of the greatest things about being on cruise ships is you're going to get somebody from another country, like say Zimbabwe,
Yeah,
and in their accent, they're going to impersonate me in
yeah.
front of me. That's what makes me happy.
That's hilarious.
See, here's a quick story. When I was hosting open mic at the Comedy Store on Sunday nights back in the day, you know, let's say the Renee Vaca of that time was the guy who passed away. What the hell was his name? He was phenomenal. He was blowing away any Latino comedian.
Chris Martinez?
No, not Chris Martinez. I don't even know who that is. Freddie Soto.
I just made a name. Oh,
He passed away.
He's
He was
one of my favorite
34 years
comics.
old. Okay, Freddie.
Freddie.
So he and I used to host the Sunday nights.
Yeah.
My father came to visit. He was out in the parking lot, and he's a big-time smoker. That's what I'm actually impersonate my dad when I go like this.
Yeah.
Because my father wouldn't talk to you unless he put out his cigarette first. So if you said, hey, Dad, you know, what do you think about what's going on in the world? He would go like this. Well, here's what I think. He always had to do that.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So my father comes into the club and he goes, your buddy outside thinks you're great. He said he's going to help you out. He's going to take you on the road. And I said, who's my buddy? He goes, I don't know. The guy outside, he fucking bummed 3 cigarettes off me.
Oh, Freddie.
And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, your friend out there with the big jacket. And I go, you mean Andrew Dice Clay? And he goes, yeah, the guy with the gloves.
The guy with the gloves.
So he makes friends with Dice
Yeah.
because they're smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And my father at that time, he don't give a shit. He don't know who anybody
Yeah.
is. He's not impressed. So eventually when we went on tour, my father goes walking into the green room and he's standing there and he goes like this, hey, you want a cigarette? And Dice stands up and just started hugging my dad. He goes, I love you. And that's how me, Wheels, and Sebastian ended up getting on Dice's album, which was called Face Down, Ass Up.
Oh,
We did backup vocals
no way.
to a rap song that Dice was doing that was the filthiest thing you've ever heard in your life. And we're back behind him, me, Wheels, and Sebastian going, boogaloogaloo, 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 boogaloogaloo. And I'm saying to myself, look at us, man. We're on Dice's album. We're on Dice's album. I couldn't have been more than 34 years old, 35.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
you're
I'm 34 right
petrified?
now. Yeah, I'm 34 right now. 36.
Oh, so I'm your Dice. We're going to do an album. Get ready to sing.
Boogaloo, boogaloo, boogaloo.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you are my Dice. You've been very helpful, man. You got me into Dubai. You introduced me to Dubai. You made some connections, and that's why I love about you is there's a lot of comments in this business that are out there to hate on you and to go against you, but you've been very helpful, and we've been friends. And
It's just something I don't think I could ever really grip my head around. Like, why?
yeah,
We have more power to help each other than anybody else.
mm-hmm.
Because wherever I go, that guy who owns that club could say, hey, do you know anybody who's up and coming that might be right for the club? And then you throw out the name.
Yeah,
You can't go every weekend anyway.
Yeah.
It's the big deal.
it's so
And
stupid.
there's some people that just won't stick their neck out.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
it's crazy. Like today, there's an article about me in the LA Times today, right?
Yes.
I thought it was amazing. I was like, you know what? I framed it. I was so happy. I showed my wife, my kids, you know. There's always one hater in Facebook goes, "Who reads the Times?" And I'm just like, dude, this is my moment. Like, let me enjoy it, you know. But whatever.
and the fucked up thing is you can't really acknowledge that person because if you do, they keep on talking because
Yeah.
they got nothing going on in their life.
Nothing going on. Just, it's crazy, man. Why are we like that as comedians? If we're in the audience and we're killing, but one person heckles you, what do we do? We focus
you
on the
remember
headliner
that person the rest of,
of your fucking
life.
life.
How can it be that this person doesn't get what I'm doing?
Everyone loves me, but that person doesn't love me.
And you gotta just not look them in the eye because if you do, they win.
And they win,
They
dude.
fucking win.
I
They
still have
could be
some
doing it on purpose.
nightmare stories. I still think of people that are just like, why didn't that one guy like me?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. And I remember I was doing a New Year's Eve gig and everybody was laughing and screaming. And all of a sudden I look at this girl. I'm like, is it that bad? What the fuck? It's New Year's Eve. You paid.
Yeah.
Everybody else is laughing. And she just goes, just do your thing. And I'm like, oh, no, I got to kill you.
That's the worst. Just continue your
Just
skit.
do your thing.
Just continue your skit. I hate that.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
No, I have to find out what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Guys, this was a great episode of Comedy Club Conventions. Make sure to check out Comedy Showcase app, MikeMarino.com.
.net. Somebody bought .com.
MikeMarino.net for upcoming shows. Make sure you check them out. Very, very funny. You have a bunch of stuff on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff.
YouTube
videos.
at Mike Marino Live.
Check it out.
You can watch my series, Make America Italian Again.
Make America Italian again. Hey, thank you guys. Bye.